Hello, fellow members of Team Avatar. In this episode, we will cover the bad parts of a fandom I can't stand. Before you turn the comments section into hell, let me explain. These problems are universal to all fandoms, but some are more specific to this one, and shows with very large fan bases in general. This does not mean that every single fan is exactly like this. Let's begin. Number 1. Court Jesters. Court Jesters need to turn everything into a meme. At first, it's funny, but the constant repetition of the meme can burn out any comedy value, leaving only a rut behind. At this point, these conversations are just headaches. Number 2, the super fanatics. Super fanatics are simply in love with the show. They memorize basically every line of a show and are well versed in the expanded universe. The franchise can do no wrong despite evidence to the contrary, and the merchandise might as well be icons of the Virgin Mary and relics of saints. In time, the super fanatics' love for the franchise will mature, or it will burn out. Number 3. Vampires. Vampires exist only for one reason: to suck blood from the fandom. And by blood, I mean clicks. And by clicks, I mean money. Their sole purpose is to profiteer off of fandom outrage, bigotry, and make up controversies for clicks. As far as I'm concerned, they deserve their own fire pit in hell. Number 4. The False Saints. False Saints wear what I like to call plastic halos. They'll have Black Lives Matter, pride flags, and Stop Asian American and Pacific Islander hate plastered all over their bios and profiles on social media. When a member of these communities decides to pen a reasonable argument against how a franchise mishandles certain topics, or heaven forbid correct a common misconception, they will demonstrate that their activism is solely for their own vanity and they are just as bigoted as the vampires. And if they moderate something like a Discord server, they will write litanies about tolerance and inclusivity while freaking out at the slightest correction by a more knowledgeable member of the server. And in hell, these false saints will share a fire pit with the vampires. Number 5. False historians. False historians see Avatar not as an icon or window into history, but rather as history itself. The Fire Nation will always be Imperial Japan in their eyes. The Earth Kingdom will always be China in their eyes. This makes them look smart to casual fans who only barely remember Avatar, and really embarrassing to fans who are more knowledgeable of actual history. A corollary to this fan is the armchair lawyer, because of course we need people scrutinizing the show from a legal perspective like war crimes. Number 6. The contrarian, the one who hates whatever is popular. Hey, people like Toph? Well, the contrarian hates Toph for no other reason other than she's popular. As far as I'm concerned, contrarians are just clowns. Number 7. The nostalgia filters. These fans watched Avatar as children, and they hate any additional lore. Not out of any serious attempts at critiquing the work, and trust me, there are a lot, but out of screaming ruined forever at an idealized version of their childhood. They are unpleasable, and often hate newcomers to the franchise who don't enjoy the series how they would want it to be enjoyed. If this is allowed to fester long enough, they will turn into vampires. Number 8. The creator worshippers. Avatar being great does not depend solely on Mike and Brian. There's a laundry list of directors, writers, producers, and crew behind them. The Netflix adaptation won't suck because they aren't involved. There have been episodes written by the creators that I flat out dislike. I'm not going to be so quick to condemn or praise a project based on whether one or both of them are on it. Number 9. The Warmonger. Warmongers exist to fight other fans to preserve the dignity of a certain concept. Whether it's defending the dignity of a ship, or the show itself against fans of other shows, how one is not exhausted by this constant attitude of I'm being attacked on all ends is just beyond me. Number 10. The Doom Knights. These are the edgelords of the fandom. Do they want to explore the nuanced idea that even good guys commit atrocities in war? Nope. They just think optimism in a fantasy show is unrealistic and thus needs to be corrected by hilarious amounts of angst and the heroes committing atrocities like, I don't know, drinking the blood of Fire Nation soldiers to sustain themselves in a ritual that is meant to emulate Catholic Mass because edgelord is gonna edgelord. Number 11. Conspiracy theorists. Conspiracy theorists deny reality. Any evidence against them is just part of a conspiracy cover-up. Conspiracy theories are either the cause or a comorbidity of other bad types of fans. Vampires can only say the word woke as if they were a Pokemon under the spell of a conspiracy theory. The false saints are quick to disregard things like tribe registration and actually practicing the culture under the, oh, he's too white, he looks too white, therefore he is white. I know what real native people look like. Tribe registration, what's that? That's just fake documentation. And everyone and their mother senses a plot to destroy the franchise under the spell of a conspiracy theory. And like a virus, conspiracy theories only spread and create more conspiracy theories. But that's it for this video. I hope I have offended everyone enough today.